This video tutorial will take you through a search strategy for finding information on your topic using JSTOR and EBSCO. It's important to note that the search strategy discussed in this tutorial can be applied when searching any of the online databases provided to you by Carlow College. JSTOR and EBSCO are two of our primary online platforms. JSTOR is a multidisciplinary digital library for researchers and students, and it covers every subject taught in the college. It doesn't contain the most recently published journals, so those within the last 3 to 5 years. So for example, if your topic was examining the recent effects of the coronavirus, you wouldn't be able to find the most up-to-date information on this on JSTOR. You can access JSTOR via the library webpage under databases or via the library catalogue. You do need a user ID and password, so just contact a librarian at librarycc@carlowcollege.ie for this. EBSCOhost is an online platform which hosts a number of research databases, such as SOC Index with full text, and this is an excellent social care database. It also hosts Academic Search Premier, which is a multidisciplinary database, and it houses our ebook collection. You can access EBSCO via the library webpage under databases or via the library catalogue. You need to sign into your library account to access EBSCO via the library catalogue, and you need a user ID and password to access EBSCO via the library webpage. You can also access EBSCO via Moodle. You don't need a password or a user ID because you'll already be logged into Moodle. Clearly defining what you are being asked to do in your research question is a very important part of the research process. So your research question, this is what you are trying to answer with your assignment or your essay. It will guide how you conduct your research. It should be clear, concise and focused, and it requires you to find information and sources on a topic or subject area. Although this may seem obvious, it's actually a very important first step in your research process. If you haven't clearly identified what it is you were being asked to do, you may find after collating a lot of information and starting into your essay that you are in fact not answering the question. For example, if your question asks you to analyse a topic, your answer is going to look a lot different than if the question asks you to summarise a topic. The next important step is identifying the key words and ideas in your essay question. So in this example, we have a key feature of the modern world is that it is organised through capitalism with an emphasis on the pursuit of profit. How has COVID-19 challenged the foundation of capitalism? And you can see here, I've clearly highlighted capitalism, profit, COVID-19 and challenged. The second part is to identify synonyms, and these are just closely related words that express the same or similar ideas. So for example, capitalism could be referred to as free market or enterprise, and you could refer to profit as earnings, gains and income. In the second example, what effect does social media have democracy? You could refer to effect as an outcome, as a consequence or an impact. You could break social media down into Facebook, Twitter and social networks. So a useful exercise to do at home is write out your essay title, draw a table across a page, identify your keywords that you're going to search for, and then identify any synonyms, again, closely related words expressing the same or similar ideas. If you're having trouble thinking of synonyms, check out a thesaurus online. Also, EBSCO is very helpful in this area. If you type a word into the EBSCO search bar, it will make suggestions for you. So sometimes it's useful to run a search on EBSCO before going to JSTOR, and you can have your words, your keywords collated and ready to go for JSTOR. So now you're on to building your search. At this point, you understand what your research question is asking you to do. You understand your topic. You have your keywords and synonyms ready to go. You're aware of the range of information and where to access it. So now it's time to put your search together. So there are a number of search operations that you can combine to assist you in narrowing down your results. Boolean operators, you're going to be using these all the time and they're very useful. So in this example here, we can see COVID-19 and capitalism. If I type this into a search bar, I am asking the search engine to bring me back content that has both of those key terms. If I type in COVID-19 or coronavirus, I am asking the search engine to bring me back content that has either of those terms. If I type in COVID-19, not mental health, I am asking the search engine to bring me back content that has COVID-19 but not mental health, because perhaps this isn't my focus area. Phrase searching is also another very useful tool. You can see in the example here, I have social media in quotation marks, and this just keeps the phrase together. Without the quotation marks, for example, I might get social mentioned in the title, and then further down, I might have media mentioned in the abstract. Truncation, you can see the word here, depress, and I have a little asterisk after it. So if I type this into the search box, it's going to bring me back every possible ending of the word depress. So for example, depressing, depressors, depressive. So that's a very useful one as well. For wildcard, we can see publicize here. So if I put in this question mark, it means I will find the word publicize spelled both with the S and spelled with the Z. Proximity, you can use this on JSTOR. Facebook N5 challenges. So if I type this into the search box, it means I am asking the search engine to bring me back content that has these two words within 5 word spaces of each other. The most popular ones and the ones that you will be using most in all likelihood are the Boolean operators and the phrase searching. So we'll just look a bit closer at the Boolean operators. So here you can see puppy and kitten. If I type this into the search box, I am asking for content to be returned to me that has both terms in it. If I typed in puppy or kitten, I am asking for either term to be returned. If I type in puppy not kitten, I am asking for content with the word puppy but not kitten. These Boolean operators should always be used in the uppercase, just so that the search engine recognizes it as a command. So let's go to JSTOR and EBSCO now, and we'll do some sample searches. So first of all, go to the Library Carlow College homepage, and then click on Library. You can access EBSCO and JSTOR via our collections under databases, or you can access it via the library catalogue, and I'm going to access it this way. So I'm logged in there, but if you're not logged in, you do need to log in. So I'll just show you. So you log in with your student number and your 4-digit PIN. If you haven't got your 4-digit PIN, just contact a librarian and they will send this out to you. Now I can see my EBSCO host logo. I'm just going to click on this and this will bring me straight into EBSCO. So one of the sample questions we had was the effects of social media on democracy. So I'm going to type this in here. I'm using my quotation marks to keep social media together. Here's my Boolean operators. I have and, or, and not, and I'm going to type in effects. So you can see here how EBSCO is making suggestions for me. So effects or impact or consequences. You'll also notice that it's using the Boolean operator or in the lowercase. So EBSCO allows for this, but as a rule of thumb, always use the uppercase if you're doing it, if you're entering it yourself, because not all databases will recognize it as a command in lowercase. But it's okay in this. EBSCO is allowing it, so that's fine. But for now, I'm just going to do social media and effects and democracy. So I am asking EBSCO to run a search and bring me back content that has social media and effects and democracy in it. All those terms have to be in it. So I have 202 results. So the first one here is an ebook. So if you wanted to see if this was relevant, just click on the title and read the description. It's always good to read the description or the abstract to see if it's something that is useful for you. So I have 202 results. This time I'm going to type in Facebook and effects and democracy. Now I've got 41. So by narrowing it down to Facebook, it's directly impacted the amount of results that I've got back. And here I can see I've got a journal article. If I wanted to read this straight away, I would click on PDF full text. But again, it's useful to click on the title and take a look at the abstract. See if it's something that's relevant, and then click on your PDF full text. Let's just take a look. That's a sample search on EBSCO. Let's take a look at JSTOR. So for JSTOR, I just click on the logo. You will have to log in at home. You click on the logo and you'll have to log in then with a user ID and password. When you're doing this from home and you click on the logo, you are going to see this screen. So you will just enter a username and password there. You can contact a librarian for this. And then once you've successfully logged in, you're going to see this screen. So I will click on Advanced Search, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to type in social media. Quotation marks, keep the term together. I'm using my Boolean operator and effects. You'll notice that JSTOR isn't giving me suggestions, so EBSCO was helpful for that. And I'm going to add a search box and democracy. Now I will submit my advanced search. $8,572. So if I wanted to read this journal article straight away, I would just click on Download PDF. And there it is. It's picked up on my key terms. You can see it highlighted there. Somewhere in the article as well, it will have the other key terms. So if I go back and do another search, maybe this time I will type in Facebook and effects or impact. Add a search box and put in democracy. Click submit advanced search. This time I have less results, 5,287. So the Boolean operators combined with phrase searching and changing around your keywords will directly impact the kind of results you are going to get back. There are a number of other useful tools that you can use to narrow or expand your results. Check out our video on this up on Moodle and on the library webpage on supports. If you would like any further assistance with this, you can always go to one of the library workshops or contact a librarian at librarycc@carlowcollege.ie and arrange a session with them.